What's good with it? Welcome to episode 94. First time in a while we're back on video. Hoping that this is the new standard is that we are on video from now on. And like I said, just hoping that we stay on track with that. So that's what I'll say there. My voice sounds a little messed up. I think I'm starting to catch a cold. So drinking some coffee at 4:30 in the afternoon, whatever. This episode was actually supposed to be filmed, recorded, and uploaded yesterday, but the camera died like 10 minutes in. So I decided I'd scrap it altogether. Excuse me. Figured I'd just scrap it all together, and we would go ahead and start from new. So for one, glad to be back. It has been another minute since the last episode that you saw, but hopefully, since I'm bringing you guys some video content this time, it's not for nothing, right? It's not for nothing. So since the last time we spoke, not a lot of new stuff has really been going on. For the most part, it's been working out. My workout plan, like my fitness program, came to an end last Sunday. So this whole past week I've been not very strict with myself in terms of what I'm eating and shit like that, which is not good at all. I think it's good that I took this week to kind of go back to some bad habits like that, because it let me see, the comparison between feeling, the way you feel based on what you're putting in your body. And I'm not eating that much throughout the day, or at least what I am eating is not that bad for you, compared to one, eating a lot more throughout the day, and two, the things that you are eating throughout the day are much, much, much worse for you. You can definitely tell the difference, at least in how you feel. So super glad to be doing better, just in terms of having that workout program done, and the fitness and the diet part of it. But I think it taught me something good. It's definitely a building block from like a place to start out from. Starting on Monday, we're gonna be right back into the grind. I'm not gonna sit and be in this lifestyle for very long. Like I said, comparatively, this lifestyle compared to not being an unhealthy piece of shit feels 10 times better. But no, other than that, last night went out to the bar, which that's always fun. A lot of my friends are home for at least for a little while, so we always like to try to make that something we do. We all try to go out and just have a good time. Thankfully, I didn't have too much of a good time. Usually on those occasions, it's bad news. I usually get really, I take it way too far, really, to say it lightly. But no, last night I had probably 6 or 7 beers, and then I just hung out for a couple hours, let myself sober up and stuff, and come home and went to bed. Woke up this morning, 6 o'clock, and then fell back asleep till like 8. But anyway, no, that was fun at the bar last night. So personally, I'm not a big fan of live music. Okay, if the live music is like an actual like a band that has like a reputation, like an actual artist that like, yeah, I know Jason Aldean, something like that. Like, I know who those people are. Well, they just have, last night at this bar, they had this band, quote unquote band, and it's just 2 dudes, a guy with a guitar and a guy with an electric drum set, and they're setting up. So me personally, if I'm at a bar, I'd rather just have the jukebox going, the radio or anything like that. Just let me hear. I don't want to hear greatest hits from the 80s sung by the greatest hits from the fucking 80s, dude. But they're getting set up last night, and we're sitting at this table. Table we were sitting at was really close to these guys, and we're sitting there and we're all just bullshitting. And we're looking at our one friend who's sitting in front of them. His back is to these guys, the band. And as we're talking to him, one of the guys from the band goes to sit down in his chair, and it like collapses on him. He just falls back, busts his fucking ass, and it was so funny. We're sitting there, we're laughing so hard, and I felt bad because there's no way that he didn't see us laughing at him. But it was maybe one of the funniest things I ever saw, which it made me nervous because I was like, hey, if they want me to get up there and sing, like I'll go up there and sing. Well, of course, I do. Okay, so they allow me to go up and sing, and I don't like to be like a boastful person, but at least to myself, when I'm singing to myself, singing in my car, singing in the shower, I think I sound pretty okay, right? But it's mostly on songs that I'm very familiar with. Those are the main songs that I'm going to belt out the shit. Well, he's like, yeah, just look through the songs we got. So I go through and I look at the songs, and I'm like, oh, what is this shit? You know, what are these songs? It's like I said, it's like greatest hits from the 80s. And it's like I know some of the songs, but some of the songs that I knew aren't like, I don't know the songs, right? Just definitely wasn't my forte in terms of the songs that I picked, the song that I picked. But I was pissed because like someone else went up and sang a little later, and they were singing a song like I knew so well, and I'm like, I would have fucking murdered that, dude. I would have killed it. I would have killed it so hard. But no, it's always fun to go do that shit. Other than that, not a whole lot's been going on. I saw an article the other day. Somebody was talking about something with, like, I think everybody's seen some stuff like it where, like, you've seen the McDonald's chicken nuggets thing where it's like the pink slime is how they make McDonald's chicken nuggets and stuff like that. And there's so much other stuff like that. Like I've heard somebody, I went to a chicken restaurant down south one time, Bojangles. I don't know how many people know about that, but Bojangles, went there one time, and they're like, yeah, we don't actually like bread or batter any of our chicken. It just comes in like this, and we put it in the fryer. And it's like, it still tastes good. You know, a chicken McNugget still tastes good, even if it's made out of pink slime. But it makes you think differently when you're eating it. You're like, should I really be fucking eating this? So, like, if you know some of those secrets, keep them to your fucking self. Nobody needs to hear that. No one cares. No one knows. No one needs to know. Okay? If you ruined it for yourself, just let it be ruined for you. You don't have to ruin everyone else's experience. Because personally, I enjoy eating questionable food from time to time. Yeah, is non-questionable food better? 1,000%. But occasionally, questionable food is pretty good. But no, you got all these people, you know, like I used to work at a place where we fried chicken. No, we fried chicken, we got it, raw chicken, we breaded it, fried it. And I've heard this thing from many people that have worked at like a restaurant or something like that, where it's like, it's ruined it for me completely. And not even so much of just knowing the process of how things are cooked and stuff like that, but just like being around it so much has just ruined it. Like they don't want to be there. They don't want to be around it. And I get that. I understand that. But it's different when it's that versus I know the company's deep, dark secrets and I'm going to let everyone know. Now, I've seen some videos where guys are exposing like food, like restaurant secrets about like, if you just order a kid's meal at Chipotle, it's the same thing as an adult meal or something like that. Like, that's a good secret to expose. That's a great secret. A bad secret is telling me that Chipotle's chicken is actually fucking cat meat or something. Like, I don't want to fucking know that. I like getting chicken at Chipotle. I did, at least. I don't want to know that. Oh, but former Monday Night Football reporter often dealt with slut shaming. Happens to the best of us, girlfriend. Happens to the best of us. Now, I'm coming home the other day. This is just another little tidbit that pissed me off the other day. Coming home, right? Coming home from the gym, I think. And I feel like a lot of people have dealt with this, and it leads me to believe that anybody that has a tractor that drives it on the road, that's the only reason they fucking bought it. It's, oh, I got this tractor. Oh, it's a nice tractor. I'm going to go drive it in the fucking street on a 55 mile an hour fucking road. What are you doing? They never are hauling nothing. They never got nothing with them. It's just a tractor. Nobody gives a fuck, dude. You got a tractor? Give it up for this guy. He's got a fucking tractor. Nobody cares. Get your tractor and go fuck off with it, okay? We don't need you to be there. Okay, so I'm on my way home and I see this guy on a tractor. So that just makes me upset because, and then especially, you try to pass them and there's somebody coming from the other side, so you gotta go 15 miles an hour behind this guy on his International Harvester, Craig Morgan type shit, and wait for you to finally get your opportunity to go. Finally, you're able to get past. And so then I go to the dollar store. So the dollar store nowadays, they have at least the one by my house has a self-checkout. And that's most of the time Dollar General employees, their job is no longer like be a cashier. Really, it's be like a stocker, go stock the shelves and shit, which is fine. In all honesty, I prefer the self-checkout because I don't have to do this small talk. I don't have to fucking do any of that stuff. I go and I scan my stuff. I put my card in. I throw my receipt in the trash and I'm gone. Most of the time takes you, I could have 15 things. I never do, but if I did, it would take me a few minutes, just 2, 3, 5 minutes, something like that. Wouldn't take me that long. But the one thing that really pisses me off is the people, and it's typically older people, right? And they get up there to the self-checkout and they try to make everybody believe that they know what they're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, that's fine. Nobody cares if you don't know what you're doing. Go wait at the regular cash register and wait for somebody to come fucking cash you out. But instead, they sit there and they scan all their stuff and they're like, oh, wait, I forgot something. Hold on, guys. I know I just scanned my 30 items, but I forgot something. And the thing that I forgot just happens to be located at the very back of the store. So you got to wait for them to do that shit. And then they scan all their stuff and it never fails. They go and they put their card in and they're like, it's not working. And you just want to reach over and fucking just do it for them because they didn't touch one button. That's all it was. And they're about to freak out on one of these minimum wage employees because they don't know how fucking technology works. It's not their fault that you thought that you are technologically advanced and you're not. You're not. You're bad at what you think that you're not bad at. You suck at it. And sure enough, that happened. If you don't know how to use it, just don't use it. It's fine. Nobody's going to look at you differently because you don't know how to use it. But don't go up there like, I know what the fuck I'm doing, and then clearly have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Okay? Can we just make that clear? That pisses me off so much, dude. It makes me so mad. And sure enough, and it's always people, they got a full cart worth of shit. I'm sitting there with a stick of deodorant and a Reese cup. I'm like, dude, come on. And for me, it's a beep, beep, tap, tap, beep, 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 enter. Grab my bag. I'm out there. I'm out of there. I hit the buttons. I do all that good shit, and I'm gone. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, drop a comment. Let me know. Just say what's up. Just leave a comment. Drop a like. Leave a comment. Whatever. Do whatever the fuck people on YouTube do. And if you're still listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, also go check out the YouTube. Do the subscribe, do the notifications, do all that cliche shit that everybody that's on YouTube says that you need to do for their channel. That would be cool if you did that. I would appreciate it. I think. I don't know how far it'll get me, but it would be cool if you did that. There was also, I seen this article yesterday when I was recording this that was like, holy shit. So Jimmy Allen, country music singer, Not sure if how many people know about him. I know about him. He's pretty. He was actually like one of my. He's probably like a top 15 current country music singer for me. I seen an article yesterday that he was. I'll try to find it actually. Jimmy Allen is the man's name. And here it is. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah, Jimmy Allen's former manager sues him for assault and sexual abuse amid separation reports. Her accusations are not only false but also extremely damaging. Allen, who split from estranged wife Alexis in April, said in a statement to People. So his former manager is suing him for assault and sexual abuse over the case of 18 months, weeks after he announced he was separating from his wife. The former manager, who identified as Jane Doe, is 25, listed on several instances where the country music star allegedly forced himself onto her and abused her. Per the outlet, Allen, 37, allegedly raped her during a March 2021 work trip to Los Angeles when filming an episode of American Idol. Oh, man, I'm not even going to read a lot of that shit. That is so bad. That is so bad. Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, not a good look for old boy. Not a good look, man. Not a good look. That's the thing, and I say this all the time. Well, not all the time, but I say it about a lot of people. There's so many people, like for me personally, Jimmy Allen, before I heard that, I was like, oh, Jimmy Allen, he wouldn't do that. And there's so many instances of this when like your favorite actor, your favorite artist, your favorite fucking author, some crazy shit comes out about them where they have done some bad things to other people, or just in general, they have done nasty, bad things. And the fans of these people are always so quick to get on there and say, no, 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 no. They wouldn't do that. No, they couldn't. They wouldn't do that. And I'm always so, and for a long time, I used to think that. And what clicked it for me was when the whole Jeffrey Epstein stuff started coming out. And there was the flight logs. It wasn't the actual flight logs, obviously, but it was like assumed, like people were like, I think it was people that thought that these people probably were on the plane to Pedo Island. And Tom Hanks was one of the names. And I was like, and my first thought was, Tom Hanks? No way, Tom Hanks. Come on, Forrest Gump wouldn't do that. And then I took a step back and thought, I don't know anything about fucking Tom Hanks. I don't know this guy. He's a cool actor. Other than that, I know zero things about him. He's capable of anything. And that was another thing. I heard a story. Somebody said they come to a realization that every human is capable of just doing super nasty stuff. And it's true. If one human being has done something really nasty and really bad, what is to say that it's just a one-time deal? It's not. It's certainly not. Plus, there was a Daniel Tosh bit years ago. I can't remember what special it was on, but he said, if he said all these national tragedies happen, and when the next one happens, which it's inevitable it will, and you just so happen to know the person who's being accused of this, save everybody the headache of not getting on camera and saying, oh, I can't believe he would do this. Are you crazy? He said something like, if my mom blew up an orphanage tomorrow and they got me on the news the next day, I'd say, yeah, I can see it. She was a little mean as a kid. When I was a kid, I think she hates children. And it's true. It's like there's so many people that you would want to just look at and be like, there's no way they could be capable of doing these things. But the thing is they can. Everybody can. Everybody can. Oh, here's a good one. Lake Nona middle school teacher resigns after offensive student presentation. They're border hoppers. Oh my gosh. This is the shit that parents need to stop saying shit to their kids so much. because it's like, you know, that's a parent was like, man, I hate them border hoppers. And then the kid, just because that's his dad or that's his mom, is like, oh yeah, well, if my parents think it, then it's probably true. No, nope, it's not. Your parents just have a prejudice against minorities. They're insane. They're insane people. State attorney seeks death penalty for triple murder suspect. Man, that's a crazy mugshot. A slow-moving car crash. Joe Biden, I guess he's running for president again. That's crazy, isn't it? Isn't that so wild? Like, I'm not a political person in the slightest, but I've seen a couple videos of that guy talking. I'm like, whoa, dude. You shouldn't even go to any job interview, let alone the biggest job interview in the world, or at least in this country. Oh, driver swerves around stopped school bus, hits and kills student. Oh, that's tough, man. That is tough. That's why you never do that shit. Look, I'm with you. I hate when a bus stops. I hate when a bus got to drop a kid off, dude. But I'm definitely not going to fly around them. NFL draft happened. That was cool. I think we already talked about that, though, didn't we? What else? Man, there's, I guess the oh shit, WWE's going on. UFC is big. Oh, Jamie Foxx. Yeah, Jamie Foxx. How do I forget to talk about Jamie Foxx? Apparently, Jamie Foxx is like almost dead or something. So I don't know. No, I don't think anybody knows really what's going on. But I guess people say their family is preparing for the worst, and like things aren't looking good for him. So it says he is in hospice. Whoa, that's scary, right? My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks, recuperating. In fact, he was just playing pickleball yesterday. Huh, nice. Yeah, so this is from his daughter, I believe. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks, recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and support. We have an exciting work announcement in the next week, too. Give this motherfucker some time off, dude. He's almost dead. All right, Dad. Yeah. You done pretending to be dead? All right, let's go. We gotta talk about this shit. We gotta let people know the crazy shit we're doing. A Mississippi man used a 3D printer to make machine guns. Now he's going to prison for 14 years. Wow. That's not that surprising, dude. That's not that surprising. I think I heard a stat one time where it said there's like at least twice as many guns in America as there is people. So especially you got fools with 3D printers, and they can just print them. They don't even got to go buy them. You know, you get that little, the whatever they call it, the 3D printing stuff, and you can just make a gun. I guess Russian soldiers are on drugs. What drugs we talking? Performance-enhancing drug use has been prevalent among troops from different countries since at least World War I. Man, that'd be cool. Oh, British stores sold syringes of heroin as gifts to send to troops in World War I. Oh, that's bad, man. Yeah, Nazis gave meth to their soldier in World War II to give them a boost. That's sweet. That's nice of them. Nazi Germany touted methamphetamine as a miracle product when the drug first entered the commercial market in the late 1930s. The excitement stood in sharp contrast to the Nazi Party's general stance that drugs were considered a sign of weakness. They're like, okay, all of them suck except this one. This one's fucking cool. They're like, did you try any other ones? Like, nah, but this one is fucking dope. Try it. You ever see a video of Hitler, like methed out? I think he's at like the Olympics, and he's like rocking back and forth. Like, dude is completely fried. Nah, but the Russians are on some good shit, for real. Oh, Kelly Clarkson is almost too hot to handle in a see-through black dress. You got a picture of it? I'll look. I'll look. I definitely wouldn't say she's too hot. What did it say? She's too hot to handle? Oh, almost. Okay. Okay. They're like, no, you can handle her. But she's almost too hot. Definitely almost too hot. Let's see, man. There's some weird, crazy shit that always happens. You just get on any news thing. Baby dragon dinosaur found inside a giant egg. There are always just some fucking wild shit. People always just find something and they're like, oh yeah, let's tell everyone. But then there's other stuff that nobody wants to talk about. Like aliens. Oh, that's a great segue for me. Okay, so there's this. So I don't know how many people that listen to this show listen to Joe Rogan as well. But Joe Rogan had this guy on named James Fox. So James Fox is a director. He's also like a alien kind of fan. I don't know the proper word for it. Like he's very interested in the stuff. So I listened to that episode, and so this guy James Fox has a fairly new documentary called Moment of Contact. It came out last year. Not sure what date or anything, but it came out last year. And it's about this town in Brazil. It's called Varginha. Sounds like Virginia, but it's spelled completely differently. But it's called Varginha. And apparently in 1996, a UFO crashed. Extraterrestrials were outside of the craft and were saw by multiple people, as well as there was a guy who had one of these extraterrestrials in his arms, took this to the hospital. The guy that was carrying the extraterrestrial died like 3 days later due to like a unknown infection. Like I guess when they did like the autopsy and stuff, they're like, I don't know what the fuck this stuff in his blood, in his body is, but we have never seen it before. And just so happens he was carrying this thing. Now, I'm not one that is super quick to hop on any bandwagon. You know, Bigfoot. Like Bigfoot, for example, like Bigfoot is not something that I'm going crazy about. You know, you can give me a lot of stories and stuff about Bigfoot, and I'm still going to be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But this whole story, and I mean, in this documentary, the documentary is like an hour and a half, and there's so many different witnesses, and all their stories seem to line up. And this isn't a tiny town. You know, this isn't like a town of 300 or something. This is a town of like over 100,000 people. You cannot get that. I mean, it's not a huge town, but 130,000 people. You cannot get that message out that, okay, guys, this is the story that we need to fabricate to everybody. And there's also people that this guy would go and try to talk to, and they were like, absolutely not. I'm not talking about this. Like people that were very, very much so directly involved in certain aspects of it. And they're like, hey, do you want to talk about this? And they're like, no, absolutely not. I'm not talking about this. And the one guy's like, if you don't leave, I'm going to shoot you. And they're like, okay, yeah, I guess we got to go. Yeah, all right. If that's the way it's going to go. But in that episode of Joe Rogan, there was so many stories about aliens and stuff, and it makes you, just blows your mind that there seems to be so much evidence and so many different stories out there that there is just there's not enough talk about it. It's not in the media. The media does not want to talk about it. The media doesn't even want to uncover it, because that's the thing. I mean, I think if it was more common knowledge, the media would cover it a lot more, but it's not common knowledge. It's not out there for everybody to see, everybody to know. So they just say, oh, okay, well, if we're not supposed to know, then I guess we're not supposed to know. But I don't think that's right. I heard something in that episode of Joe Rogan where they said there's too much evidence now for it to not be real. You know, like on like the scale of like evidence and disproving, like evidence is beating it. Like it's weighing to be more fathomable and more reasonable that it does work, or not that it does work, that it does, that they do exist, and there are these stories that people are saying is probably true. Man, it's so insane. And a 14-year-old boy used a slingshot to fight off someone that was trying to kidnap his 8-year-old sister. That's pretty badass. That is pretty cool. Slingshots will fuck you up. So somebody starts flinging that thing at me, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm not fighting you with that. Who else is doing some stupid, crazy shit anymore? There's always a few people you're always guaranteed to see in these stupid news headlines. Fucking Miley Cyrus, Vladimir Putin. Bear Grylls is embarrassed that he used to promote being vegan and now he doesn't even go near vegetables. Okay. Good for you, man. I've seen a video where you like have eaten a raw bat before. What the fuck are you talking? Like an alive bat, not a raw bat. Like one that you just picked off the cave wall. Hillary Clinton's life-changing advice is the best last-minute Mother's Day gift. Fuck Hillary Clinton, okay? Guy busts down my door right now and murders me. A woman lost her life savings and was left with just $5 after she got scammed by a bogus durian seller. What? How much durian were you trying to buy? And how much did you have in your life savings? Speaking of this just made me reminded me of like AI scary shit. So everybody knows AI is becoming way more prevalent, way more available, and way smarter. You know, it's getting smarter by the second. And one thing that apparently has been going on is these people, and it's also not just that AI is getting so much smarter. It's also that people are getting smarter with AI. Excuse me, sorry. People are getting they're figuring out different ways to use AI, and sometimes it's in a positive way, and in other times it's in a negative way. So in one of these negative ways that I heard about is apparently there's guys that take so like if you have like a video out, or you know, like you could have posted a video on your Snapchat story of you talking, you know, and somehow this AI can, I'm not 100% sure of its limits and what it knows and what it doesn't know and how far it can do. But apparently the story goes is like, if your voice is on the internet somewhere, the AI can get it, it can track it, and it can create your voice to say some shit that you're not saying. So apparently one of these new scamming tricks is these people will call like the parents of somebody and say, hey, we got your daughter kidnapped right now. If you don't send us $30,000, we'll kill her. And then, you know, the mom will be like, what? Let me talk to her. And then they'll put on this AI voice that sounds just like her daughter saying, Mom, help me. They're going to send them the money. And then apparently on a few occasions, you know, the scammers get sent the money, and come to find out, daughter was in the basement sleeping the whole fucking time. So that is so scary to think like that shit is real and it can happen, and it has happened. Like I assume it has happened. If the stories are out about it, I guarantee it's happened at least once or twice. So watch out. If somebody calls you and says, hey, I just kidnapped your grandma, maybe give your grandma a call before you send them any money. If somebody called me and was trying to scam me, like send me $30,000, I'd be like, bro, you're just gonna have to fucking keep her. I don't got $30,000. Like, I'll send you $50. That's about as much as I'm gonna be able to spare, dude. My car payment comes out. Look, you're going to have to call somebody else, man. I cannot get her out of there. Do you want me to come down and, like, do something for you? Or I can't. I don't got that kind of money. You better. We'll kill her. Don't, but if you do, I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't have the money to stop you, so I would prefer if you didn't do that. But I can't meet your asking price, man. Come on, let's haggle a little bit. Come on. Can we haggle? Watch Jelly Roll effortlessly lift Garth Brooks off the ground. Have you ever seen Jelly Roll? That guy's pretty fucking big. Why are we acting like Jelly Roll's like the strongest man in the world? Oh, don't say effortlessly. That's not effortless. There was a little bit of effort there, okay? It wasn't the most effortful, but there was effort. Oh, yeah. Did you guys hear about that Georgia football player? Got cooked for, yeah, so he plays for Georgia, and he was waiting for his friend Jalen Carter to get picked, and the Falcons came out to announce their pick, and he's sitting there and he's recording, and he's like, come on, come on, come on. And he calls him, he said, yeah, Jalen Carter, come on, Asian Ching Chong. And so apparently he says, I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel ashamed by my actions that have caused tremendous hurt and pain, especially to those in the AAPI community, and I do truly apologize. I did not mean any hate or harm towards anyone. Over the past several days, I have learned more about the AAPI community and the increased hate crimes that have been directed toward members of those communities. I have come to understand more clearly where I messed up and why this behavior was wrong. The type of language I use is harmful, and there is no place for it anywhere. Damn, that guy's got some nice vocabulary. Actually, no, he doesn't. He called an Asian man a slur, so that's not, I guess that's not the greatest vocabulary. Oh, Alicia Keys bears her midriff in cutout dress. Let me see. Where's the midriff, Alicia? Where's the midriff? That's her mom? What? Huh. Alicia Keys has a very Caucasian mother. Nothing wrong with that. I have a Caucasian mother too, okay? Yeah, sorry. I just wasn't ready for that. Anyway. Oh, host Mayim Bollick reportedly backs out of Jeopardy. Bitch, come on. I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it right now. I'll ask some people some questions. What? There's this fucking... Apparently there's a... What do you call these? A billboard somewhere. An M&M billboard that says, we're putting cum inside M&Ms. Okay. Whoa. Actually, I don't even know what the fuck that is. All right, last story for the day is American arrested in Philippines after police find his girlfriend inside water drum. I don't need to say anything more about that, but I will say one more story actually, because apparently this one's pretty wild. Apparently there's Chinese like police stations in America, like Chinese funded and ran police stations in America. They're just out there like, and I guess they only like the only people that they prosecute and stuff are just like Chinese people. So like they see a Chinese guy doing some shit, they're like, hey, we got it. But then America's like, no, you don't. We got it. Anyway, motherfuckers, this has been episode 94. Not a super long one. I hope you guys liked it though. Like I said, if you're on YouTube, drop a like, a comment, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications, and tell a friend, you know what I mean? Get this thing passing around. Pass it around, pass it around, pass it around, puff, puff, pass kind of action. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, yo. I love you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend, great week. Yeah.